everybody. Welcome back to the Monkey Shine Lab. And we haven't done one of these in a little while, but this is what we like to call a What is Wrong with You review. It deals with a film that you probably have not seen. And if you have seen, then it's going to be fun for you to watch me review this because you know what kind of incredibly just socially unacceptable cinema it really is. So anyway, what I do have to do here is throw up a quick disclaimer. So it's off to disclaimer time. And we're back from disclaimer time. Today on What is Wrong with You reviews, we're going to take another one of those films that you probably haven't sat through once, and I sat through it several times, this time with my wife, who thinks that I am unbalanced after sitting through this more than one time, but she also... she really can't believe some of my opinions about it. So I'm gonna let you know about it and give you a little quick synopsis. I am not going to give you any spoilers for this film, nor am I going to give you any content here in terms of video. I may do a couple of still captures here or there, but for this particular film, it's really difficult because of the subject matter that it deals with. Today's movie is called a Serbian film. And like I said, I sat through this one by myself in the afternoon once. And then probably a couple weeks later, I sat through it with my wife too, who after I sat through it, she wondered what it was all about and whether or not it was as absolutely objectionable as the people who supplied us the film seemed to think it was. I assured her indeed that it was not overrated. This is a really strong film from absolute first 10 to 20 seconds of the film all the way through to the end. And on the surface, it's going to seem like a thriller, if you will. I would definitely classify this as horror, but the reason why it works on a multiple levels for me is because it deals with a part of the world that has been torn apart, and peoples have been subjugated and subjected to horrendous tortures. So in this film, when you get all the way around to the ending of it, there's a secondary message about about this part of the world and how it's always been sort of torn apart and used and abused like a $2 whore. But anyway, let me just give you a quick synopsis of the film. It's about a guy whose glory days of working in the adult film industry are behind him. He is now married to a very understanding woman, and they have a very young son, probably about 5-6 years old. And anyway, this guy gets approached He's a sort of apparently like a John, um, a Rocco Siffredi or a John Holmes type who is enormously endowed, but also just a really capable guy with it, and he's approached by these fans who want him to sign on and make a movie with them. And he's been in retirement and he doesn't have a lot of money going on. He's kind of digging into his hidden stashes of cash here and there from the business, which he conveniently hides in his copies of the films. I don't know. It's an interesting way to do the accounting, though. Here's the cash I got to made to be in this movie. Actually, it kind of sounds like YouTube. Anyway, so he's approached by these people to make this film, but he's not going to get to know what the film's about. He just is expected to be surrounded by cameras, and he will go through these setups, these sort of setups of women and situations, and he'll just react naturally, and they film it, and that's all they want to do, is just make a movie like that with this legendary porno star. And it's basically it goes from there. My wife is bathing the dog, so you'll probably hear "Hey No" and stop that. It's kind of fitting during this movie review. Anyway, it goes from this guy, getting involved with this shoot to a slow descent into absolute and abject hell, a variety of levels of hell, really. And like I said, there's a subtext about this in this film later on in one of the monologues that one of the main characters is sort of walking around a room giving this monologue. He's saying, the people of this region have been subjected to all sorts of defilements throughout time, and it's a really interesting thing, the connection that's made. Now, I've told you that this movie was like really strong stuff, and it is. Like I said, my wife sat through it. My wife sees the value to the film, but she's probably like, she reacted exactly the way I did. And again, I'm not going to give away anything about this film. If you want to see a film that really does hit the length, depth, and breadth of human depravity, and then some, and then it gets imaginative about it, then you're going to find it in this film. You will, if you think you can sit through just about anything and not be affected by cinema, I got a dare for you. Anyway, I wanted to say, to wrap this up too, at the end of it all, I get what the filmmakers were saying in the film. This is why I watch something more than once. And the first time I watched it, I'll tell you what, it made me break a sweat and have sort of Clockwork Orange experiences sitting there in front of my television. And I watched it in the middle of the day, so that my family wasn't home, because it It was given to us by a friend of ours, and he said, just don't watch this around your family, friends, or neighbors. They will not have the same view of you afterward. And so I will put that same warning on it. Don't sit back and watch this film and go, well, this reviewer said it was really good and it had a... If you think you can take it, check out this descent into hell. Because that's exactly what it is. And the last time I think that I was really just struck in the forehead by the stone of a film at 900 feet per second, just dead eye, was maybe Henry, back when that came out. So believe me when I say I've sat through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of films, and this is one of them. But no, this is the one that comes probably with my absolute strongest caution. And if you go seeking this movie out and you watch it, I don't want you to feel any differently about us. It's just a movie. Say it with me now. It's just a movie. But you will be sort of sitting back and saying that a lot while you're watching this. You'd be just sitting there going, okay, this is somebody's writing, direction, lighting. It's just a movie. But you will be coming out the other side changed. I give this our coveted, because the production on the film, the acting in the film, by the way, it's subtitles only. And that's the way it ought to be. Watch the film in the original soundtrack on this one. Get it as clean and fresh as you can out of the machine. Anyway, we're going to give this one 5 out of 5 bananas. It doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't get any worse than this. Both of these things are true. Anyway, thanks for coming out here to check out our ongoing series called What is Wrong with You Reviews. And if you like what you see, please like, share, subscribe, but also please comment below. Have you seen this film before? Are you going to go seek this film out now? We want to know. I want to know what kind of little ripple this has caused. So comment down below. Thanks very much. We'll see you here again very, very soon on Monkey Shine Lab. Have a good day.